ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता येनेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वस्य सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपे नवहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवै रणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं। लोके सज्जनसत्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थितदत्कतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यां तं न विदुः सुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः, देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ओम शांति शांति शांति. A look at the way verse number 22. वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापः शोषयति मारुतः। Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Prakrutam tu vakshyamaha. Under discussion, the topic under discussion is about the Atma, self. Now, the subtle body, Sukshma Sharira, is called a Jivatma. Atma Shabda is there also. Is there. And one who gives even the very life to the Sukshma Sharira, that is called the consciousness, witness consciousness, that is indicated by the word Pratyagatma, consciousness, innermost consciousness. Remember these two words we are using, subtle body and self, Sukshma Sharira, Pratyagatma. In this discussion, here, Shri Krishna, Lord Krishna, brings out a very beautiful fact. The truth of the Sukshma Sharira can never be destroyed because that is awareness. The Jivatva individuality can go in wake of knowledge, but because of which the Sukshma Sharira was that, the consciousness, the conditioned consciousness, the consciousness cannot be destroyed. Consciousness cannot be destroyed, these two. Now, one thing is there, this physical body, which is called a Sukshma Sharira, a Sthula Sharira, gross body. Why? It is made up of 5 elements. This 5 elements with the Panchikaranam. Panchikaranam is 5-fold changes it undergoes. That Panchikruta Pancha Mahabhuta Kritam is the Sthula Sharira, is the gross body. And the name for the gross body in the scripture is Bhogayatanam. It is the counter for encountering the world. The counter where I receive or all the stimulus are gathered at this body, all experiences are born because of this body. Born of food, sustained by the food, goes back to food. Annat jayate, annenaiva vardate. Now, here Bhagavan Sri Krishna to point out that there is no room for grief. There is no room for lamentation. Your grief is illegitimate. How? To prove that all the 18 chapters of Gita is to prove what? Or remaining 17 is to prove what? Your grief is illegitimate. That's all to prove that. We will be trying to prove that my grief is legitimate, and Lord Krishna will prove that what? It is illegitimate. The day you understand the illegitimacy of the grief, you are free. Then nobody can touch you, nobody can make you sad also. This is the challenge given to us now. Now here, to prove the existence of the subtle body before the birth of the body, after the dropping the body, in both the thing, prag and that is called as afterwards also, posterior also, prior, prag, bhava. Pratyak Atma or subtle body is called prag bhava. It is posterior. Before the birth of the body, it is there. And after the dropping the body also, subtle body survives. It is before the birth of the body, after the death of the body, when the body is there, it is also there. So it has nothing connection to the physical body, it is separate from the physical body. Deha Vyaktirikta Atma Sukshma Sharira. To prove that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna takes a beautiful analogy, day-to-day life, and that is how you wear a dress or shirt. Guru shirt, By wearing that shirt, you become Guru. That is called Guru shirt. The shirt we are wearing, cloth we are wearing, and the cloth wearing is continued as long as it doesn't become old. It is totally worn out. Then you throw it away, discard it, and take the new one. That's an example. How you give up your old, worn out cloth, discard them, and how you take, you are the same. When you are wearing the cloth, you are there. After discarding the cloth, you are there. That is the example. Now, Jirnani Vasamti Yatha Vihaya. He said, just as the person gives up old cloth and takes up new one. Now, all these words we are going to see in a great detail. Who say the cloth is old? Who decide the cloth is old? In my case, Swamiji, my wife. She tells your cloth is old. They only remove all these things. In India, they do it very well because they get some money out of that also. That is why they want all these things. So she decides or you decide. Enough, now this is old. It is possible when the cloth is old, you throw it away. This tatha sharirani. When chirnani, when the old body cannot talk, cannot hear, cannot eat, cannot digest, cannot walk, cannot even think. That's called what? Lived enough, 97 now. It's time for him to what? In American language, time to kick the bucket. Now he has to give up the body. It not even enough. Useless, body has become useless. He drops the body. Similarly, the old, daily body is old. And he takes, no problem, new body is already ready for him. Bana ke rakha hai. The Lord has already kept the next costume ready for you. You have to just give up this and enter the new one. Is it nice, no? One good thing about Bhagwan is that it doesn't give one more old cloth. No. Suppose you will give us the body 97 and he gives you the body which is younger 94. What is the use of that? We are lucky that after giving up the old body, you get what? Fresh, new body. That's a promise. That's a wonderful thing. Navani Dehi. Just brand new. Now, here one thing is that who decides that body is old, cloth is old? Who decides? Pujya Swamiji gives an example of the Trivandrum king. He goes to Padmanabha Swami every day, wearing cloth, vesti. After visiting the temple, he gives away. Next one, new one, Abba. For him, the cloth become old in how many days? One day. In Srinath, if you go to, any Gujarati here? Any Gujarati? Luckily, 2 Gujarati, 3 are there. So Srinathji Baba is like our Tirupati. His income also like Tirupati, only big income. So much money there. The Tinaji also wears a cloth only once, Abba. Next day they give it away. Now all the car companies, this rental car, they sell the car in how many years? 1 year or 3 years? 3 years. 3 years for them it has become what? Old. Therefore, the car is old, who decides? You only decide. Here, question is, who decides that this body is old and it should be given up? Come on, answer me. Who decides? Jivatma answer is good. You decide. You, the person who's talking to me, he decides? No. He wants to live day more. Answer is karma. In his karma, he has to get so much experiences in this body. Last class I said, when we are born, 3 things are definite. Ayuhu, akrutihi, bhogaha. Karma gives you what type of physical body you will get. Akrutihi. It can be elephant body. It can be Deva's body, a celestial being. It can be Gandharva. Or it can be cow. Who decide? Karma. Second thing, Ayuhu. How long this body will survive when you are born only, that is decided. You don't decide. Who decide? The Jiva's karma. May Jiva decide, this much experience only I want to get in this body. And third is what? Bhoga. Bhoga is what type of experiences I'll be undergoing. What type of condition, non-condition situation I will undergo. Decided. These 3 are decided. Therefore, all these 3 are decided. So when the karma finds out, now it's time, you may say young, ambitious, so much desire is there, so much energy is there, everything is there for this person, but for the Jivatma, the karma, it has become what? already enough experience. Therefore, there are stillborn babies are there. Even before the birth, the experience is over. Shankaracharya lived 32 years. That was more than enough for him. Vivekananda is some 39, 40, I don't know. Huh? 39. Very shortly. Therefore, this is decided. Now, for him, the person inside, enough experience it has done, it is already saturated and it quits the body. Remember, the main thread is what? If body is given up, new body is given to us, you are always there. Where is the room for grief? There is no absence of you any time. Therefore, Navani. And Swami Dayanji adds here, the body becomes old either by vayasa, aging, tapasa, by austerity, or by abuse. If you abuse the body, alcohol, etc., it may rupture the body, destroy the body earlier than the time why you are abusing the body. Somebody's abuse of will also. Somebody shoot me down. What can I do? Abuse of the body, abuse of the will. So I become, it's called homicide. I abuse my will towards myself, suicide. Both can happen and body cannot survive. The jiva cannot stay in the body because all the vital organs are ruptured. To be in this body, minimum kidney and the heart should be working. If they are disturbed, the jiva has to leave this body because of aging, because of abuse of the will, or because of this tapascharya also. It can possible. One thing is that body comes to end, you don't come to end. And one more thing also, the travel of the Sukshma Sharira, the subtle body, the soul, from this body to the next body, nobody can see. That's called what? Lucky. Suppose you see, you will catch hold of him, push him back again. That's what we will do. Where are you going? No, I had enough. No, I will treat you better. You come inside. If he comes inside, we are again quarrel with him. We are the same person. No? Last minute he was alive. Next minute gone. This is called body. This is called death. But death of the jiva is not there. I'm going to say more about this thing. My one question is, there is no death in our experience. अनुभव में मृत्यु कहीं भी नहीं है. If death amounts to absence, there is no absence of me at any time. You try to negate yourself and be there. I cannot negate myself and be there. I am still there only. I cannot negate myself. Abhaditam swarupam. Therefore, this is called helping me to resolve my sorrow. This was said, Navani Grunnati. Now, next sloka we are going. One more thing also Bhagwan has said earlier in the verses is Sataha Abhavana Vidyate. If you follow Gita, all the classes, Asataha Bhavana Vidyate, Sata Abhavana Vidyate. Self which is real, Sat, there is no absence of it any time. not subject to negation at all. In 3 period of time, I cannot negate me. Abaditvam satyatvam. What is truth? People say truth cannot be defined. Truth alone can be defined. And Tulsidas ji says, idamitham na kahi na jai. Moment I say this is flower, is it flower? In few days will be what? Few days before it was what? It's not flower. Before I say flower, it is gone. Therefore, idam itham kahi na jai. Only truth you can define very clearly. That which is not subject to negation. That which cannot be negated by anybody. That which is always there. Abaditvam satyatvam. Nai satyasya nanatvam. And truth is always one. And that one truth is not subject to negation. Now, continuing the same idea, Atma avikriya, free from any change, modification. Next verse we are now reading today. Nainam chindanti shastrani. Nainam dahati pavakaha. Nachainam kledayantyapah. Nasoshayati marutah. Very, very popular verse. If you look at the Gita, second chapter is called Sankhya Yoga. And in itself, it is a complete chapter. If you keep only Gita with the second chapter, you have done the job. Even Krishna felt in the second chapter, Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha. He thought, wow, you have done the job, now Arjuna can start fighting. He finished the Gita. But still Arjuna has a doubt, has a question. Therefore, after third chapter, again it starts. Otherwise, long back it is over. Therefore, they say whole Gita is there in second chapter. Now here, one more thing is coming, is that the verse which was repeated by all our freedom fighters and they were given capital punishment, happily they went. I want to die, give up the body, take a new body and fight against this British Empire. They were like that. They were ready to sacrifice because they know they'll come back. And they know, Nainam Chindanti Satrani, this verse is they will talk. No weapon of destruction can cut me, can burn me, can drown me, can dehydrate me. Nobody can destroy me. With this knowledge they went to the gallows. This is the verse. Beautiful verse. I just can give some, it came to my mind. Now look at it. Weapons do not cut this self consciousness. Enam is very important. Enam is this. Enam is Atma, which is understood. This self cannot be cut by the weapons. Then what? Na enam pavakaha dahati. The fire cannot burn it. Okay. Na enam apaha kledayanti. Water does not wet or drown it. Last one. na marutaha soshayati. The wind has a great capacity to do what? Dehydrate. Especially Maruta here is called tropical hot air. I don't know how many of you experience a tropical weather. Have you ever experienced tropical weather? Or American friends especially. We experience in India. इसको कहते हैं लू चलती, लू मालूम है ना? Really burning, it will burn the finger, make the whole body. Hot air, really blow up hot air will be there. That can dehydrate anything. That flow of the hot air, tropical air, cannot dehydrate it. Overall, already talked here. Four engine of destruction. Now look at it. Enam prakrutam dehinam. One who abides in this body, the indweller, na chindanti shastrani. We have got two things. Why they cannot cut it? Hetu is given niravayavatvat. That which has a limb, we can cut it. It is without any limb, niravayava. Therefore, na avayava vibhagam kurvanti. I can take a cucumber and do what? Chop it off. Our language is what? Chop it off. Possible. I cannot take Atma and chop it off. Why? Not available for handling. It has no form. It has no limb. Therefore, na avayava vigabam kurvanti. By shastrani. We have got two type of weapon. That which remains in your hand and you use them as a weapon, that is called what? Shastram. That which you throw, which you release from your hand, is called what? Asukshepane. To throw is called astra. When I have a gun in my hand and I release a bullet, it's called what? Astra or sastra? Astra, because bullet goes and hit the other person. Sword in my hand, called what? Shastra. And stick in my hand, Shastra. Arrow, Astra. Ladies using the roller for making roti. What is that? You're all very well. If husband is in proximity, it is called as Shastram. A little away, that is called what? That is called. One woman, husband reported in the court that my wife is sending a roller at me. He said, how long it is happening? He said, it's happening since long, so many years she is doing that thing. Why did you come now, report now? He said, now she is able to aim at me. Previously I had to run away, now I am able to aim it. So this is called, the roller can be Astra or Shastra, both. Very good, our early example. In India, soda bottle. Those who are from India, they know. Street fight. They will use the soda bottle. Throw that bottles. So, all this engine of destruction, even the Scud missile, is also Astra. So all these are engine of destruction. Can they destroy you, the person? No. They cannot touch you. It can touch your physical body, not you. Next one. See, if you have studied the story of Prahlada, and how many of you have studied? Prahlada, the son of Hiranyakashipu. The greatest devotee in Bhagavatam is Prahlada. Prahlada was used, all these things, all weapons were used to destroy him. It did not work. He was put into the fire. Prahlada's father had a sister, Holika. Her name was what? She was not holy, but Holika. Okay. She had a boon that she enters the fire, she will not get burned. Oh, special. Like a firefighter, she had special something. And she said, this Prahlada, they want to kill him. I will take it, Prahlada, and sit in the fire and hold him. He will turn to ashes. Prahlada went with her. Prahlada had no resistance, zero resistance. Whatever you want to do it. Nailam Bhati Pavaka. She sat with him, and afterward they opened the fire, they came out. Prahlada came out, she got burned. How come this happened? That boon has a special conditioning. If she alone enters the fire, fire will not touch her. But if she enters the fire with somebody else, she will be burned, not other fellow. That was the boon. That was she got burned. Appa, you should know the condition of the boon first. That is a big holy. We have big celebration, colors throwing celebration. Holy kind. Anyway. Now, this fire is a hazard. Agni api bhasmi karoti. All of you know, every year there is fire where in the forest, especially California. And you look at them, terrible fires. This year India also it happened, jungle fire. They can destroy houses and trees and acres of land they can destroy. Big fire. Fire can burn down everything. But here said, fire cannot burn down. Now this is typical to Indians. We see the bodies put in the fire. Best way to put end to this body is fire, cremation. You see the body is burnt to ashes. What about the person? Person survived. Fire cannot touch me. I had one lady servant. She is very illiterate. She will tell me, Swamiji, when I die, don't put me in the fire pyre. I said, why? It will be burning me so much. I don't want to get hurt. So don't put me there. She believed that it will burn her after death also. No, it cannot destroy you, cannot burn you down to the ashes. Dahana kriyayaha avishayatva. The fire can touch something, can attack an object which has the capacity, which has the yogyata to burn down. Dahana yogyata is there, it can burn it down. This soul called Sukshma Sharira and Atma has no Vishayatvam. It doesn't subject itself to the burning. Prajvalito api agnim na Vishaya karoti. Agni api na basmi karoti. Now next element. Na enam kleyadayanti apaha. Apaha, not Delhi party. Na enam kledayanti. It does not wet, does not dry, does not drown what? Consciousness. Then he goes, Apam hi savayavasya vastunaha ardri bhava karanena. A thing has a form, one thing is there, anything is kept in the water for longer period of time, what happened? It decays also. Therefore, any preservative, you want to preserve something, you do one thing what? Remove what? Water from that. Then it will stay for longer period of time. All the mothers making pickles in India is a big thing. During summer vacation, oh, the big process going on, big factory. Different pickles they are making. One thing they'll be very careful for what? Water should not come. Their hands should be dry. Mangoes should be dried. Masala should be dry. All should be dry only. Then only it will stay for 1 year. If water enters, period, it will be gone. The water you can get drowned or by adri bhava karanena avayava vishlesha padenena, it will slowly break down all the components of a thing, samarthya tad, but consciousness is niravayava. It is free from any parts, any limbs, so cannot drown it, cannot wet it also. Next one. He said, one more thing is this, I told you. If you are in India in summer, especially in Agra or Delhi, try to go in midsummer at 2 o'clock outside in the under sunlight. What will happen? You will become papadam in 2 minutes. Roasted, is so hot. 117, 118 Fahrenheit degree. I don't know how they survive. You won't see anybody outside. That time everybody is what? Inside the home. That fire, that loo, that hot tropical air, what it does, it removes whatever water is there in your body. Dehydrate you. Therefore, in America also, the temperature goes up. They say, oh, keep yourself hydrated. Take a lot of water. Take a lot of things. This is why. Because water is important. Certain amount of water in the body is important. If it goes beyond that, you're over. Dehydration, kidney fails. So here, it can bring death to the person just by blowing hot air. Snehavadravyam sneha shoshanena. Hot air has capacity to suck it up all the water. Nashayati, bringing death to the thing. Recently I saw how many deers, antelopes, all. Which area it is? Africa somewhere, no? Thousands of animals perished because of the hot air there. Thousand, not thousand, I don't know. 200,000 something they said. Died because of hot air. So say, but Atma, don't worry. You will be what? Untouched by this hot air. You are always there. Hot tropical air cannot touch you. Now one thing here, listen very well. Swamiji, how come this 4 engine of destruction cannot destroy me? One reason Shankaracharya Maharaj gave, consciousness is niravayavatva. It has no limbs or form which can be subject to destruction. Pujya Swami Dayananda Maharaj gives another beautiful reason. It brings out the Vedanta here, samasattaka, vishamasattaka. Things have 2 order of reality. One is the same order of reality. 2 objects in the same order of reality can, I use the word, may or can affect the other. If 2 objects are from different order of reality, they cannot affect each other. Water can affect the fire. Fire can affect the water. Weapon can affect other weapon, other things also, made of the earth also. But if I want to throw stone at somebody, I require a real stone rock. But suppose there is a rock in my dream. Can I pick up that rock and throw it somebody? I want to pull down this tree down. Can I use the shadow of the tree to pull it down? Why? It's different order of reality. Two, waking things cannot affect the dream things. Dream thing cannot affect the waking thing. The satya cannot affect the mithya. Mithya cannot affect the satya. Very important, vishama sattaka. Consciousness as one degree of reality, absolute reality, and this waking world, vyavaharika, has got relative vyavaharika, empirical reality. The empirical reality thing cannot affect the absolute reality. Vishama sattakatva. So different order. Okay, this is a beautiful Swamiji give. Therefore, fire cannot touch me, weapons cannot touch me, water cannot touch me, and also what last one is what air cannot drive me down. This is all that is. Now look at here. Same idea is being as though repeated, and Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, the vastu, the reality is so difficult to understand. Therefore, the teacher needs to do abhyasa. Abhyasa is what? Same thing repeated in a different model. They have to repeat it sometime for easy understanding. It takes time to understand. Therefore, here, next verse is very beautiful word. Yataha evam yastat evam tasmat. It is this so far. Therefore, achedyo yamadahyoyam. Achedyo yamadahyoyam. Akredyo sosya hevacha. Akledyo sosya hevacha. Nitya sarvagatasthānuhu. Achaloyam sanatanaha. Swami Dayanji says, in this verse, the word I am is very important. All the way we are talking, the niravayavatvam of the Atma, self which is without parts or limbs, self which has absolute reality, abaditvam satyatvam. Where is that? I am. When you use the pronoun I am, is always something which is in proximity. This I am Atma Brahma Upanishad, look at it. This consciousness is limitless. The one who listens to this talk, the conscious person, that is limitless. I am Atma Brahma. Therefore, here he said, this is which is very close to you. What is there? I am achedyaha. This self cannot be cut. Adahyaha, I am adahyuha, cannot be burnt. Akledyaha, cannot be drowned. Ashosya, cannot be dried. Why? Nityaha, it is changeless. The word Nitya, Pujya Swamiji translate it as not eternal, but knowingly here what? Changeless. Make a note. Sarvagataha, all pervading. Sthanuhu, stable. Achaloyam, immovable. When you want the word eternal here, Sanatanaha, eternal. Now, those who are studying Gita very well, very seriously, can see the 23rd and 24 both are connected. Achedyoyam ataha nainam chindanti satrani. That's the connection. What is it? The weapons cannot cut it. Why? Achedyoyam. This is not available for cutting. Why? It is nainam achedyoyam. It is nature of that which is not able to handle. You can't handle it. You can't subject it to any weapons. Adahyoyam yataha ato nainam dahati pavaka. It is the nature of what free from it cannot be burned. Why? It is adahya. It cannot be burned. Why? Therefore, fire cannot burn it. The next one is akledyaha. It is not available for drowning. Ata na kledayanti. Therefore, you cannot drown it also. Ashosyameva. It is not available for dehydration. Always hydrated only. Why? Nainam shoshayati maruta. Like both the words are connected. Now you go. See, one thing is there. Anya nasha hetuni bhutani. One element can destroy other element, but they cannot destroy the consciousness. I gave the hetu vishama satta, different order of reality. Enam atmanam nasaitum na ussahante. They are incapable of destroying the self. Tasmat, therefore, who are you? Nityaha. What is Nityaha? Anutpadyaha. That which has not been born. That which is free from change. See, anything which is limb, yatra savaivatvam, tatra vikriya api. Anything which is form, the form will do what? Change. Anything has attribute, change. Structure, change. Anything has got this thing, guna, attributes are there. Guna can never be same all the time. It will slowly undergo change. Nirgunatvad. Is free from any attribute. Therefore, he said here, Nityaha, Nityaha. See the word Nitya, you have to look at the translation, looking at the context here. Anutpadyaha, free from the birth, free from the prior non-existence, it is always existence. And here Pujya Swamiji made a translation is what? Free from change. Then further. It is changeless, and from Vayu, Agnihi, and the water and earth, all are changing and all are limited. But here, this is no form, therefore it is all pervading also. A formless always pervades more. Compared to in all the five elements, the most pervasiveness is with whom? Space is more pervasiveness. But space cannot pervade the consciousness. Consciousness pervades the space. Therefore, space cannot pervade consciousness. I am conscious of the space. Space is not conscious of the me. And space and time both go together. You cannot separate them. Space come in means what? Time also walks in. Space is collapsible factor. Time is collapsible factor. Wherever you are what? Indestructible. Avinashi tuyat vidhi ena sarvamidam tatam. Already said earlier. You are indestructible and you are pervading the whole world. Whole three world you are pervaded by you. Sarvagatah. Sarvagatatvat. Sarvagatatva vibhu. Vibhu is again what if you want? Vibhu, that is all pervading presence. In Swami Dayanji's language, there is no space where consciousness is not there. First he will say, there is no space where space is not there. There is no place where space is not there. But consciousness is what? Space is, it is. Space is gone also what? It is. Therefore, abaditvam sarvagatah. Therefore, Shankaracharya writes, kimu vaktavyam. What to talk about? It is ever subtler than the space. Sukshmatvad, pratyakvad, vyapakatvad. It is subtler than the space. Therefore, more pervading, more closer to you also. Can you say all pervading doesn't include you? Hey, if it doesn't include me, it cannot be all pervasive. Therefore, necessarily, the changeless, all pervasive should be me only. It cannot be away from me, separate from me. Now, one more lakshana is given. Sarvagatatvat, being all pervading, sthanu. Sthanu means it avikari. Look at your translation also. Chainless or stable. Sthanu. It is always same. It does not undergo change. Sthanu. The next one is given also. Sthanu iva sthiraha iti. It is always same. It does not undergo any change. Doesn't waver. Achalaha ayam. See, even the tree is called sthanu, but still it moves, correct? It is free from such lateral movement also. Achalaha. It is alayam Atma is totally immovable, stable, immovable. Last, the word you like very much, sanatanaha, chirantanaha, na karanat kutaschit nispanna, abhinavaityata. It is not born of anything. It is always there. It is always in the same form also. Time does not affect it. Because of it only time is there. Therefore, basis of time and illuminator of the time, that awareness is you. Now, when you look at the awareness like this, what is your life? It is eternal. It is without change. And our life is what? Body life is what? A flicker, a flicker. A flicker only, just I have beep beep consciousness. Flicker is your life, 100 years, 90 years, whatever. In the flicker, you have birth, youth, and middle age, marriage, divorce, everything is there. In what? Flicker. So if I look at my life is what? Insignificant. Compared to what? The reality. Therefore, here he said, for such an temporary, changing, moving thing, where is the grief, where is the room for grief, Arjuna? And here Shankaracharya again made. Why there is a repetition of this verse? Durbodhatvat. Very difficult to apprehend. See, sometimes people ask question. When they ask question, you have got heart attack, you get heart attack. Why? Because you are surprised that fellow did not understand. Very, very popular saying of Swami Dayanji. Somebody was very alertly smiling and happily listening Ramayana. And Pandita was very inspired seeing this fellow. And at the end of the Ramayana, after 9 days, he asked, Pandit ji, I once got one doubt. Suppose you have not doubt, it is better. He has got doubt. He asked him, who is Rakshasa? You are talking the word Rakshasa means from whom you have to protect yourself, a devil or this Rakshasa, wicked person. You are telling Rama, Rakshasa, Ravana, Rakshasa, Rakshasa, Rama. So I am confused. Rama was Rakshasa or Ravana was Rakshasa? Simple. And Panditji said, neither Rama is Rakshasa, nor Ravana is Rakshasa. I am Rakshasa to tell this story to you, man. So, in Gujarat, we all got the thing, Ram, Sita, Haran, Sayate. So, it is very difficult to apprehend. So therefore, what should you do? A good teacher using different new model talk the same thing and one thing enthusiastically. One thing if you must say, those who have heard Swami Dayanji, have you ever seen me dull in the class? We were same people from 40 years listening to him. Looking at, he never feel depressed. This fellow has again has come. With the same mind, not understanding, same fellow has come again. He never felt that. Looking at us, he got inspired. I don't know what was there to inspire. And he will talk. He will talk. He understands why it's so difficult. It is so difficult for one who understands Atma. Therefore, he understands how difficult for others to understand. The difficulty is there. Therefore, he said, Durbodhatvad Atmana Vastunaha Punah Punah Prasangam Apadya. With the space, different contexts you create. Shabdantarena, with the different words also. Tat eva vastu nirupayati. Again, the same thing is brought out so beautifully. Bhagavan Vasudeva. Katham nu nama sansaranam abhyaktam tattvam buddhi gocharatam. Therefore, Bhagavan is so loving, so caring. He doesn't say, enough is enough. I said once, if you understand, fine. If you don't understand, go home. No. He so lovingly start again. This one guna, every teacher should have what? There is always possibility that your special student will not understand. See, if he doesn't understand, we don't understand. He will misunderstand. Then you have to remove the misunderstanding and make him understand. There is a story in the Upanishad. Teacher was teaching Upanishad. Whole class is over. Upanishad is over. One fellow gets up and says, Sir, you said you will teach Upanishad. When will you start the class? Hey, already over. And the teacher doesn't put him down. He gives him upasana because his mind was elsewhere. He did not listen to the whole class. So you again teach the Upanishad. Same thing. Srutva apina na veda kaschita. Is going to come that also. Therefore, here further. Abhyakto yamachintyoyam avikaryo yamuchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanusochitumarhasi. This self is said to be unmanifest. Achintya, not an object of a thought. Avikarya, not subject to change. Tasmad, therefore, viditva, know this, knowing this, nanu sochitumarhasi, you should not grieve. Again, Bhagavan said there is no room for grief. See, one thing is that Krishna could have said, everything is happiness, Ananda. You are Ananda, I am Ananda, everything is Ananda. No teaching would have taken place. When he said there is no room for grief, then you have to prove how there is no room for grief. The whole Gita is there. If you already have straight away, you are whole, you are Ananda, you are Purnamada, Purnamida, and finish the whole thing. No, he gives a space so lovingly for us to learn. Here he says, see, one thing is that we have got means of knowledge. All the knowledge which you and I have picked up in our head is by using perception. All the 5 organs of perception, eyes, ear, nose, taste, tongue and skin, we use to know outside world. I know this flower, I know the color of the flower, smell of the flower, touch of the fire. If I put it in my mouth, the taste of the heat also available. So pratyaksha, this world is available to me by 5 organs of perception, shabda, sparsa, rupa, rasa, gandha, we call perception. But consciousness is not available for perception. Avyakta, thereby, na kenapi pramanena vyajyate iti avyaktam. Sarva karana avishayatva na vyajyate iti avyaktam. Not available now or later also, you cannot objectify the consciousness and know it. It is always a subject. It is not available for objectification. And this is one thing. Now, whatever you don't see as a perception, using the anumanam, you know a lot of things. You don't see fire on the mountain, but you see the smoke, and then you infer that Parvato Vanniman, the mountain has fire. How do you know? Seeing the smoke. So this is very important knowledge. We use the inference, all the time inference, and use to know this also. Pratyaksha, Anumana. Anumanena api, this Atma is not available. I am Atma abhyaktaha, I am Atma achintyaha. Achintya means what? Yadhi indriya gochar. See, one thing is that in Anumanam, pratyaksha is required or not? Perception is required or not? If you can yes, or you can say no, or you can go like that, so you can confuse me also. What? Pratyaksha is required or not? Yes. Yes, required. You are done directly, you have seen fire with the smoke in the kitchen. Now you see only smoke, then you know this must be fire down below. So therefore, Anumanam also requires pratyaksha. And smoke is also pratyaksha. That which is not available for pratyaksha can never be available for Anumanam also. All other means of knowledge formed under Anumana only. So therefore said, no, achintya. Shankaracharya said, yadhi indriya gocharam, whatever available for the senses, vastu tat chinta vishayatvam apadyate. That alone you can make an object of your thought. I am to Atma anindriya gocharatvat achinta, not available for any sense organ. Therefore what? Achintya. Cannot be object of a thought. That's all. Now, one more thing also can come. There is one more area which is neither pratyaksha, neither anumana, but still you know whatever happens in your head, thought you are aware of. By what means of knowledge? By Sakshi Pratyaksha. Fitness consciousness illuminates the thought also. Thought with the help of senses illuminates the outside world also. Not available as Sakshi Pratyaksha witness consciousness or nor by the perception or inference. And one more information is given about yourself, okay? Avikarya ayam. Avikarya is here he said, not subject to change. Now look at the change Shankaracharya said, Yatha kshiram dadyanchanadina vikari na tata ayam atma. See, making yogurt. A certain thing, skill you lose after coming in this country. Here, yogurt is also available in dabba and milk is available in the dabba. Everything dabba. India, milk also in the, you have to take in a container. And yogurt also what? You have to make it every day. The women has last job in the kitchen is what? Making yogurt. Everybody don't know how to make good yogurt, okay? You have to maintain the temperature of the milk. What type of starter the yogurt you are using. And very important thing is you have to do what? After putting yogurt, you do what? Churn it properly. And then keep the temperature same whole night. The best place is micro oven. Put it there. Or hot tiffin, put it there. In tropical climate, no problem. Put it there. Then overnight, milk loses all its property, totally change. The sweet milk become what? Sour. Liquid milk become what? Thick. Even yogurt has so much good property. Those who cannot take milk can take what? Yogurt. And our Gujarati use the yogurt to make what? Srikhand. क्या बात है? श्रीखंड. American went to Indian house. I'm just telling you a joke. And a Gujarati fellow gave him Srikhand. He was very happy. Then he asked, how do you make it? The wrong question to ask. This fellow has a limited English. That was the problem. He doesn't remember the word for the yogurt. English word yogurt, curd, he doesn't remember. He said, the dahi, he says. In Gujarati. Dahi means yogurt in Gujarati. Then he said, dahi, He said, I don't know dahi. It's okay. Do you know milk? Gujarati head is very fertile. He said, do you know milk? He said, yes. When milk sleeps in the night, dahi in the morning. That's all he said. Yoga. The vikari totally changed. So, this consciousness does not go changes like that. Our body undergoes so much change. Look at a boy, look at a young man, what a change goes inside. Youth, what a change goes. Old age also a lot of change happens. So, Dadhyanchanadi vikari na tata ayam atma. Why Swamiji Atma doesn't change? Niravayavatva, same hetu is what? It is not available for objectification. It has no form. Nahi niravayam kinchit vikriyatmakam drashtam. That which is free from any form or any limb can never undergo change. Avikriyatvad avikarya ayam atma uchyate. Because it doesn't go change, it is called avikari. Atma is not a substantive with certain attributes. If attributes are there, they will undergo change. Now is a sweet milk, now is a sour yogurt, now it is a liquid buttermilk, now there is sweet butter, now there is different taste of clarified butter. Wherever forms are there, avayava is there, attribute there, substantive as attribute, it will undergo change. Awareness is not a substantive to have attributes to undergo change, free from all attributes. Okay, then, therefore, tasmat comes. Therefore, the tasmat is very beautiful by Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Sri Krishna. Evam yathokta prakaranayena atmanam viditva. This self which I am talking to you, you have to recognize. Where you recognize? In the mind only. Never mind. In the mind only you have to recognize. Manasa eva. By your mind only. Which mind? We'll talk about that. Prepared mind. Enam atmanam viditva. If I am free from being objectified, not the object of a thought, not available for any modification, this avikari, nitya, sarvagata atma is me. Where is the question for you to be sorrowful for that? There is no grief possible for such thing. You are that awareness. That's what he said. Then Arjuna has one more question. Swamiji, is Master Krishna. You are talking about Atma, he may be eternal, must be all pervading, must be free from any change, must be subject only. I am not bothered about that Atma. I am bothered about Bhishma Pitama. Once he is dead, his Atma will remain. But can I talk to him? Can I have the same relationship? Grandsir and me? Can I communicate with him anything? He will be gone. That makes me sad. Nitya Atma doesn't make me sad. But Bhishma Pitama made me sad. What is telling me that Atma is Nitya and all that thing? I am not interested in all that thing. If this is the argument of Arjuna, now Bhagavan gives one more argument. If you take Atma ever being born and die, born and die, born and die, there also there is no room for grief. Listen then. Atmana anityatvam apyupagamya. If Atma is non-eternal, take it for time being, Atma is changing. Okay. If Atma is changing, there also there is no room for grief. Why? It is what? Changing. Change you can't grieve because you are already changing. Suppose I got flower in my hand and flower is changing. Oh, don't change. Oh, don't change. If I say, who is stupid? I am stupid. Flower will change. Therefore, it will change. Bhagavan gives the same logic. Ata chainam nitya jatam nityam va manyase mritam tatapi tvam mahabhaho naivam sochitum arhasi. And if you take Atma to have constant birth, nitya jatam, birth to birth, birth to birth, birth to birth. One book is there, Death to Death. Correct? Have you heard about this book? Ramiji. Okay. Death to Death. We can write one more book from what? Birth to birth. So, constantly born, again and again born. Constant birth and also death. Nityam va manyase mrutam. Ayaram gayaram. Ayaram gayaram. Jayasva mriyasva. Jayasva mriyasva. Like bugs, they comes up in the monsoon. Jayasva, they're born and gone. Bacteria born and gone. In the eternal time, we are also what? Born and gone, boom, boom, goes like that. If it is a regular thing, we are constantly born and constantly die. Where is, this is our nature, to be born and gone. Where is the room for grief? Tatapi tvam mahabaho naivam sochitum arhasi. If you take Atma to have constant birth and death, even then you ought not grieve for this Atma in this manner. If Brihma Pitama, whether you like it or not, whether war is there or not, he is going to what? Either die in the war field or die in the palace. One day he has to drop the body. You also have to drop the body. And suppose you die fighting, it is great, you will go to heaven. That is the advantage dying here. When Bhishma Pitama dies as a warrior, he will go to heaven, better. A body is subject to death. Being born, that's called definitely, it is subject to born and death all the time. Where is the room for grief? Then he said, Abhyupagama is Siddhartha said. When you are discussing with somebody is arguing, and he says, no, I believe in this only. Then he says, whatever you say, if I take that stand also, still it is wrong. Taking your stand also, it is not advisable. Because Abhyupagama Siddhanta hai. And in discussion, you take others' point of view also, listen to them properly. You present your point, other person insisting and tell, even if I take what you say is right, still it is wrong only. They call Abhyupagama Siddhanta. So here it says, Abhyupagamartha enam prakrutam atmanam nityajatam loka prasidhya pratyeka prati aneka shariravarti. Every physical body is born and again gone. Jato jata iti manyase. When child is born, you feel that way. Gone. Tata pratita vinasham nityamba. We see people are being born and people die also. Cannot stop it also, apariharya. Therefore, let them go, let them be born and gone. And one thing is sure, one is gone, is going to come back. That is going to say in the next verse. Tatapi tata bhavini api atmani tvam mahabaho evam na sochitumarasi janmavato nashaha. What is born has definite what? Death. Nashavato janmaha. Gone is born again. Iti eto avashya bhavino. Therefore, if I am going to really, birth is really there, death is really there, and death is not full stop. Again you will be what? Born. Again death. Therefore, Shankaracharya, Bhaja Govindam, you heard that. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. Repeat that much only. Punarapi jananam. Punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Iha sansare bahudustare krupaya pare pahi murare. I'm going to take it in one of the retreat, this Aparadha Kshamapan Stotra. Excellent. That's some small retreat I'm taking. So many verses are there, but we'll be able to finish it. I heard from Pujya Swami Dayanji in the Sastanga so many years before. And Swamiji used to chant so nicely and explain the whole thing. So that is very beautiful. We'll take some time, like that verses are there. Jatasya hidruvo mrutyuho dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmad pariharyarthe natvam sochitum arhasi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a break for a few minutes. Come by 11:40 or 11:45. Okay. છે જવાનું તો બહુ મોટું પૂજા આવું તો 22 આવું 23 પછી તારણ પૂજ્યું સરસ્વતી પૂજા છે ને બહુ સરસ આવી જાય આગળ જણ આવું ને રાત્રે મોડા આવી જાવ પાકો પ્રોગ્રામ વિશે કે છે history with it. Shri Krishna.
Shri Krishna. Hari Om. Hari Om.
બહુ સારું મને પડ્યું છે સ્વામી બીનું છે મને હાલ આપી ગયો હિમાંશુ આપી કામમાં લાગે કરે હાથી સૂકી ચાલ્યા કરે કઈ જતી જ નથી ટફ નથી કઈ
ડ્રાયનેસ ખરી ને સ્વામીજી એટલે આ હવામાં ડ્રાયનેસ ખરી that bother your throat
ગરમ પાણી પીધા કરું છું આદુ નાખવું બહુ ગરમ પાણી બહુ સારું
કેવું છે બીજું
બંને જોઈએ આમ સારું
આવું તો પડે ને સ્વામી કાંઈ પછી તમે બૂમ મારો તો
તું કોઈથી ડરતો નથી યાદ રાખ
હા
કોઈથી ડરતો નથી
હું કોઈ ડરતો નથી સ્વામીજી બધા મને ગભરાવે બધા મને ટેરકાવે
બધા તારું નામ આવી ગયું બેન
રાઈટ મારે તો ફક્ત આમ જ કરવા
હા હા તારું નામ હું કરું છું સારો હોય છે હમણાં થોડો નામ તો ઇન્ડિયાથી બી આવ્યો છે બધું ક્યાં પૂરું થઈ જાય ફટફટ
સ્વામીજી ભોજન ક્યાં બરાબર
હરિઓમ હરિઓમ હાવ આર યુ
Pranam.
નાઇસ
Class. Swamiji, can I get you something to drink? Coffee, tea?
I'm good.
Okay.
How many people came for the class?
They are close to 6 people.
Not bad.
Yeah, consistently there. How is your health going on?
I'm going to India for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Tuesday I'm leaving. I'm coming back on 11.
You're traveling so much, obviously.
Oh dear, nothing to do whole day sitting here. Or then there I can have some classes or something.
You go to Gujarat.
Surat. Yesterday somebody I saw, I thought you have come. When it came close, somebody else was there.
We keep our classes on first and third Saturday.
Going on, I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah. Now there's a consistently.
notes you do at the end of the class, write whatever gone in the class. Notes you make, send to everybody. Okay, your study will be proper, they will also check.
See, one of the student, if they don't come, they ask us to record it. So we'll record the entire session, we'll send it in the WhatsApp also. So they like it also. So now we are getting into the first chapter.
Very nice, Ramija brought out.
Yeah, very
Welcome once again. After some time. There.
sure. You want me to get something for you? Water?
Glass is good, hot water. How are you, Amma?
Fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Shika. God bless you.
You live in New Jersey only?
No, I live in Collegeville.
Where is that?
That is in Pennsylvania.
How many miles from here?
It's about close to 7.
Reading side? Same Reading?
That side, yeah.
Good, good. Welcome. Okay, how are you?
Fine, thanks, how are you doing? There will be renovation going.
Yeah, it will over. It says water leakage was there on the top. All the tiles came up to the 18 feet big ice slab. They melted it also. Now they're putting cement. Shivratri will be ready. You come for Shivratri, ma. Come one day earlier, stay with us. 14th is Shivratri.
15th of
Feb.
February. Oh, can stay in one of the cottages here?
Yeah, please stay here. Stay with us. We attend morning puja and we hold day here. Shanti will be there.
Oh,
I want both of you to come. What's your good name?
okay. Somasek.
Somasek. Tamil,
Telugu.
Telugu Garu.
Okay, so we have to reserve the cottages?
You tell the office, they will keep for you.
Oh, okay.
The Gary is there in the office, or Siddhartha, or tell them.
Oh, okay.
Or call them up also, they will keep it.
Okay. The charges are there or?
Or whatever you want to give.
Oh, okay, that's the question. Oh, okay.
Come for one of the retreats also.
Yeah, retreats are also there.
Easter is there, President Camp is there, from 16th to 18th.
Oh, okay, President's Day.
That is 3 days.
Oh,
Attend one of them. Thanks.
uh-huh.
Both of you are working or retired?
I'm working, she's retired. Yeah, we meet Pandit Ravi. He comes to our house.
Ah. Purnima?
No, we used to do it, but nowadays we have a Bharatiya temple in Montgomeryville.
I'm going to come to Bharati temple for a talk.
Oh,
Are you?
really?
Oh, okay.
You know Rita means Tasha.
Rita Shah.
She's organizing
Okay.
temple. One evening Friday will be there. Will come be close to you.
Yeah.
Not very
It's about-
far, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about
We used to go to New Jersey all the time, and now
that Bridgewater temple.
Bridgewater Temple, the Bharatiya Temple is there. Then we have one City Baba Temple
Okay.
in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah, we go
That
there
I did not know
also.
Siddhi Baba temple. There's a one in the New York near JFK airport also. There's very good temple. After Nuri.
Nuri.
Very
Oh.
same like a Shirdi Baba in Shirdi.
No. Oh.
I keep going there. The one in the Edison also. Two Shirdi
Yes,
There-
Edison, we
there-
used to go there. Now we stopped going there because Melbourne is closer to us.
Papa has come
Takes-
closer to you.
Yeah.
That is. Okay then.
Come. How are you? I saw you when you came in only.
I guess I want to come.
Good. You come regularly. Whole year, if you are only first and third weekend, that will do a lot of job. कैसा है काम पे सब ठीक है? अभी ठीक है, पर अभी गर्म पानी पीना पड़ता है। वो तो बहुत अभी डायबिटीज है, एंटीबायोटिक चल, मैं इंडिया जा रहा हूँ 3 वीक के लिए, ट्यूसडे। ऐसे कुछ यहाँ कुछ काम नहीं है, अभी क्या करेंगे, वहाँ थोड़ा क्लासेस लेके वापस आ जाएंगे। ट्यूसडे आई एम गोइंग ऑन 11th मॉर्निंग, अभी है। शिवरात्रि कम ओवरनाइट स्टे है, छुट्टी ले लेना, काम से छुट्टी ले लेना, पूरा दिन रहो, एक दिन अच्छा है, भगवान का नाम लेना बढ़िया। पेरेंट्स अच्छे हैं बेंगलोर में?
प्लान कर रहे हैं कि थोड़ा सा तबियत का भी
इसमें हम लोग का इंश्योरेंस नहीं होगा ना अमेरिका में?
वो तो ट्रैवल इंश्योरेंस तो ले सकते हैं, उधर कभी आर्थराइटिस
नॉट मेजर एनीथिंग।
मेजर मम्मी का तो सर्जरी हुआ मेरी प्लेस दोनों
बोल। नारायण नारायण नारायण। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां आचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे काम करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मात् अपरिहार्यार्थे न त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि। Suppose you take a person is born, labdha janmanah. He has taken janma. In Sanskrit, the word janma comes from root jani. Jani pradurbhave. That which is has come to appearance now. That which come to appearance now, manifest. Labdha janmanah. He has taken a birth. Now, anything born is always born in time. In Nyaya, in logic, there is one sentence, Janyanam Janakaha Kalaha. Janyanam, anything which is born, Janakaha, one who brings them forth, give birth to them, Janakaha, is cause is what? Kalaha. Janyanam Janakaha Kalaha. The time brings a birth. Now he gives one more order, one more rule. Dhruvaha. Dhruva means abhyabhichari. There is no exception to this rule. Definite. Abhyabhichari means what? There is nobody can transgress that rule. What is that? Mrutyuho maranam. One who is born, jo paida hoga, so marega. What is born will die. Hiranyakashipa, the demon, did so much penance, tapascharya, thousands of years standing on one leg, without food, anything. He did such a great austerity, very difficult austerity. Brahmaji came. For Brahmaji, Asura and Sura both are equal, both are his children only. He is impartial. He said, oh, Hiranyakashipu, nobody can do penance like you. Please ask for the boon. What do you want? He said, let there be no death for me. Brahmaji said, that is not possible. Anybody labdha janmanaha means what? Abhyabhichari mrutyuho. Even Brahmaji has also day when his body will go. Whole universe, multiverse, wherever you go, anybody is born as a Gandharva, Deva, Narakiyoni or Manushya. Jatasya. He definitely is what? Mrutyuho dhruvaha maranam abhyabhichari. Therefore, no astrology should tell me that there is a death for you. I know already, okay? I know. Ayaram jayega. One song is there, no? Aaye hai to, फिर क्या? जाएंगे राजा रंग का फकीर. आए हैं तो क्या होगा? Swami Chinmayaji should say, that is the day everybody offers you garland and flower, maximum respect given to you, and you are not that. That's the only missing part. Maximum respect come on that day. They praise you also so much. You are not there to listen. One Swami in Vrindavan is called, what name is it? He was very known, popular person. He wanted to know what people will talk about me after I go. So he printed few flyers and sent to everybody. There's the Gwaria Baba. His name was Gwaria Baba. Gwaria Baba is dead. Everybody was so sorrowful. Such a great Swami went away. He got the news and there was a prayer meeting. And everybody was praying Gwaria Baba so much. He was wearing a blanket and sitting, closing his head and listening everybody. Then he got up and said, wow, you all praise me. I never knew I got so much virtues you are telling me. Now I know. I want to listen all that thing. What is use after dying, you tell me. Better I listen and go. You please don't do all that. Okay, Baba is okay. So, jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyuh. Then, see, this is what we conclude. Gaya, full stop, Gaya. No. Further Bhagavan, this is not available for our experience. The only Gita can say, Bhagavan can say. Next sentence, only Bhagavan can say. there is something which survives the death. We don't know, but we know one thing, nothing comes to end, we know. Your great fire element which made this body doesn't come to end. Therefore, that which was inside, their consciousness should necessarily survive. Logic I am giving you. Rule I am giving you. But you don't see. But Krishna says, Dhruvam janmamrutasya cha. Dhruvam is what? Certain. And what is that? What has gone? Birth is certain. Jayasva from Upanishad. Mriyasva. Born is gone. Gone is what? On. But where? Malum nahi hai. We don't know. Which form? We don't know. How long will be in heaven? I don't know. How long will be in hell? I don't know. Will he be there? Yes. Will he be born? Yes. How do you know? Krishna says. You disprove. You try to disprove it. Not possible. Since I can't disprove it, I accept, yes, he is born in a form, even it is born close to me, but I won't recognize. Is it good or not? You tell me. Suppose you are born again and people recognize, oh, this Subramaniam back. Subbu. A lot of problems will be there. They will ask for money from you because I earned all this money and kept it in the bank. Give me those money. Now you have changed the body. So what? But I am the one who put, I can tell you where my money is. You can let us know where you have hidden, but don't take it. Okay, you can't, it doesn't belong to you. Big galada. One good thing is bhul jata hai. In between, once the death happened, all this gone, erasing, and again born. And all the stories in Purana, they will talk for more than one birth. They always bring this point. Dhruvam janmamrutasya. Our country name is Bharata. You know this name? Or Hindi is known as what? Bharata. This country is known as what? America. Where Amara lives, it's called heaven, America. Bharata. In Bharata, Raja Bharata was there. Rishabhadev's son Bharata was there. And Bharata's children are called what? We are in Bharata Vamsha. We call Bharata. Bharata. Deshahitaya. That's called Bharata. Bharata had 3 births. First birth is the king. Second birth is the what? Baby deer. Abba, what a change. And one good thing happened is the baby deer for Bharata. He remembered I was King Bharata. Some blessing, that was there. He remembered because doing so much meditation he had done, so he could remember. It's called Jatasmara in Shastra. And he never got attached to anything afterward. Very careful, no attachment to anything. Drop that body, doing so much penance in the body of the deer also. And third birth, what? Jada Bharata. As a Brahmin boy, he will never repeat even the Gayatri. If he repeat the Gayatri, he has to learn Veda. If he has to learn Veda, then he will be doing Karma Karna, then he has to get married. I don't want to get him samsara. He will never repeat Gayatri itself. Parama Virakta. 3 janma. Afterward, there is no janma. So even Bharata had 3 births. Before that, many births are there. So they talk about it. Even Bhishma Pitama also. Previous birth was the Ganga Nandana. He is born as Ganga, son of the Ganga. Dew, it was some Gandharva. All that stories are told. One thing is very relaxing to listen all that thing. And for us also relaxation is what? I am born and I'll be reborn. I am born and I'll be what? Oh, wow. You will not be gone, you will be reborn. Can you tell me where and with whom? No. That we cannot tell you. Janma mrutasya cha. Maranam janma mrutasya cha. Then what? Here therefore come. If both are definite, if Bhishma Pitama is born, Dronacharya is born, Karna is born, Yudhishthira is born, they'll be what? Gone. And again what? Born. There is no absence of them. They'll be there again. The jiva doesn't change. The soul doesn't change. Only body changes, costume changes, we told you. By changing the costume, do you change? It's a difficult question I'm asking you about. You are looking all very difficult questions. By changing the costume, you don't change. You are same. Costume changes. Therefore, you are changeless. Jatasya, being born, what is born? Death is certain. And what is dead? Birth is certain. Therefore, O Arjuna, you should not grieve over things. Appariharyarthe. Tasmat. Ayam janma marana lakshana arthay. Tasmin apariharye. Which cannot be altered. Rule. Rule is there, you cannot alter it. That's a rule, part of the game. You take this body, and definitely there is a one day the body will get dropped, and there will be again another day when you will have what? Fresh new body. One good thing is all water. This is old and so many problems, and you hardly take your breakfast because medicine are more than the breakfast. So hardly you eat breakfast also. This is our problem. When you're born again, wow, navi baba, new body. Mrutasya. Apariharya arte natum sochitum arasi. You better don't grieve over jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. This same topic comes in Bhagavatam also. When Kamsa is ready to cut the head of the Devaki, because he heard that the 8th child born to the Devaki will kill him, he want to finish Devaki right away, so that nothing happens to him. He want to live always day more. That time Vasudeva said, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu dhruvam janma mritasya. Whether you like it or not, either you will be killed by my son or death will take care of you. You cannot avoid death, is definitely there. And then he gives you advice, nice advice. In birth and death, in between what you carry is all the action, dharma, adharma, wrong and right action you have done, you have to pay for it. Therefore, don't do. She is a woman, Devaki. She is your sister. She has just got married. She is like your daughter. And women should not be killed. All that you know, you will get bad name. Therefore, leave her. Like that he explained there also. Therefore, jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu. Natu sochitum arasi. Don't have any sorrow for Bhishmadaya. Bhishma Dronadaya. That was the first chapter he was talking. Now, very beautiful verse. Next verse is coming. Please read. Abhyaktadini bhutani bhakta vyakta madhyani bharata abhyakta nidananyeva tatra ka paridevana. This physico-psycho complex, if you like such a big English name, physico-physio-psycho complex is called Karya Karana Sangata. And simple language, body, mind, sense, complex. Correct? Sometimes you like a big word, then you are happy, you are learning something. This physico-physio-psycho complex, कार्यकरण संघातात्मकानि अपि भूतानि उद्दिश्य शोको न युक्त. What about this body? This body will not be same, it will be gone. They become what? The constituent of this physical body. There are two things. Panchikruta pancha tanmatra and apanchikruta pancha tanmatra. 5 elements which has got a grossification. Those who are not undergoing any change as is, tadeva iti tanmatra, they are as it is. The mind, buddhi, senses are made up of apanchikruta pancha tanmatra. 5 subtle elements. They don't change, they don't get destroyed, and the new body, same soul, same Sukshma Sharira will be there. This body has a different, same element called fire, there is a temperature, there is a water in the body, there are minerals in the body, there is air in the body. All these are also recycled. They will be recycled again. What will happen? In between they become unmanifest. They become unmanifest, not available for objectification, and again become manifest. Avyaktadini bhutani. Before birth, all your sukshma sharira and sthula sharira, both were what? Unmanifest. Avyaktadini avyaktam adarshanam, not available for any senses. Anupalabdhihi adi. Bhutanam. Who is the Bhutana? Putra, Mitradi, Karya, Karana, Sangata, Atmakanam. As you are the assemblage, other also the assemblage, your friend also was not there, your wife was not there, your children were not there, your son-in-law also was not there. What they were, few years back they were what? Unmanifest. Then what happened? Utpannani. Now listen, this thing very easy to understand this verse. If you look subjectively, every day, we like it or not, we enter sleep. Call it deep sleep. In deep sleep, this physical body with all its limitation, the look, the age, diseases, the weight, are you aware of it? The age, you are not aware of it. And your mind, which is certain pattern of thinking, certain desire, certain tendencies, certain composition, that mind is also what? Totally resolved. Avyakta. Remember, from waking you go to deep sleep. From deep sleep you may be up for few seconds without being up to the physical body. That we call as what? Dream life, dream world, and again go to deep sleep. In deep sleep, abhyaktadini bhutani. A doctor is a doctor in the deep sleep, correct? Engineer is engineer in the deep sleep, correct? Still you can say doctor is sleeping, but what is sleeping is what? Abhyakta doctor is sleeping. Don't consult that doctor. There's a big engineer. No, not engineer there. Therefore, Veda, Aveda, Bhavanti, all become not there. From there you become manifest. Similarly, after the drop called Laya, in Bhagavatam these two are there. Laya is everyday dissolution. Pralaya is special. So when this body drops, the Sukshma Sharira, Sthula Sharira become unmanifest. And they don't remain unmanifest for longer period of time. The Kalaha, Janyanam, Janakaha, Kalaha. All that is born in time, I told you. Again comes to manifest. Navani grunnati again doesn't come with the same body. This time what? New physical body. New mind will be same. Sukshma Sharira is same. But that Sukshma Sharira will identify with the given body and suddenly start behaving like that body. If I enter the body of a dog, then all the instinct the dog has, I'll pick up. I'll become that only. Very faithful to the master. Dog is what? Very honest to the master. Therefore, anybody who is honest to the master is, don't go other way. Okay, only one way you have to go. Dog is honest to the master, period. You become. That's instinct also you get, impulsive also get. Again you drop this body, take a new body. That body Vishesha also you get it. Identify with that. There Bhagavan is giving what is abhyaktadini utpannani cha pragmaranat abhyakta madhyani. Before death, again you are born. And again after death, whatever, abhyakta nidanan neva puna abhyakta madarsanam nidhanam maranam. Therefore, from unmanifest to manifest to what? Now here, the Tikakara brings out a greatest truth of Mandukya Karika. Sureshwaracharya quotes beautiful thing. Ada bante tayannasti vartamane pi tattatha. Ado antecha yannasti vartamane pi tattatha. That which was not there in the beginning, that which is not there later on, only that is there in between, it is as though not there also. The pot was not there in the clay. Afterward, it will not be in the clay when pot is broken. In between appear. Therefore, what is truth? Not the pot. What is that? Clay is the truth. You were not there earlier. In between you came. And again become what? Unmanifest. Therefore, so-called jivatvam and the physical body is what? As though there asata, asataha na bhava vidyate. In Gita. For asata you need not grieve, my Arjuna. Tatra ka paridevana. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya quotes from Mahabharata. So Gita comes where? Remember, okay? Gita is in Mahabharata. He quotes from Mahabharata, and that itself is Mahabharata. Okay. Adarshanath apatitaha punacha adarshanam gataha na asotvam tava na tasyatvam vruthaka paridevana. This assembly, physico-physio-psycho complex, it came from unmanifest, again become invisible. This is neither yours, neither you belong to them. This physical physio complex doesn't belong to you, neither you belong to them. Understand both the way? It is neither yours, neither you are its. Both the way is not there. Understand, this is given, Swami Dayanji says, this physical body is given to you as a what? Closest associate to serve you, not to put complex on you. Remember, beautiful sentence. This physical body is given to you only for one purpose. What? To serve you, to make you sit in the class, to learn, to study, to chant, to puja, to help others. Only to serve you. Whatever you want to do, it can live, it will help you. Not to put complex. Just resolve all the complex based on this physical body, the age, the looks, the color, the weight. Just forget about them. Just resolve them. Just help you to do certain meaningful activity. And it is called what? Not as true as you are. Asata. Asatana bhava vidyate. Therefore, Hey Arjun, tatra ka parivedana, tatra ka paridevana, kova pralapaha. I had enough of listening to the whole first chapter, or Swami Dayanji's language, the blabbering of Arjuna. He went on and on telling so much. And there was no, Bhagavan never answered whatever he talked in the first chapter. Ka pralapaha, adrishta drashtu pranashta branti bhutesu. Bhutesu ityartha. It is unmanifest, become unmanifest. And again destroys by itself. You did not do anything to destroy this body, it will go one day. And it is not real because of ignorance. And because of adhyasa it is there, it is not as real as you. Very paridevana. There is very, where is the pralapa for that? Now, the most beautiful verse of Gita, and Sri Krishna sometimes muggles things from elsewhere, okay? The original is from Upanishad. He just takes it and tells. Lot of verses in second chapter, Najayate Mriyate is from also Upanishad, okay? Please read. Ascharyavat paschati kaschidenam. Ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyah. Ascharyavat chainamanya shrunoti. Shrutva veda nasaiva chaiva kaschita. Durvigneya ayam prakruta atma. It's very difficult to understand. And therefore there is reason for confusion about the Atma. How do you say Atma is very difficult to understand, Durvigneya? Then Bhagavan said, whoever sees this self, one who looks upon the self, he looks at the self as what? Greatest wonder. Atma is a wonder. When you are told you are whole, you are limitless, you can't believe. When you will accept it also, difficult to apprehend. And when you appreciate the fact about yourself being limitless, the very center for the whole creation, you are all pervading. Everything depends on you. You are whole. When you appreciate this thing, you are so surprised. The Atma I thought was the samsari Atma. Now I recognize the same Atma as what? Purna Atma. That's called wonder. It's a slightly big wonder. And Ascharyavat vadati tasaiva chanya. And one and similarly another speaks of it as a wonder. More you talk about Atma, Sataha Abhavana Vidyate, wonder. And talk about the Atma. What is this Atma? Ekam Advityam Brahma. It's non-dual one. I was reading recently all this Bhashya, brother Bhashya, how the Dvaita Acharya comes and tells the Karanam is Satya, Karyam also is Satya, therefore Dvaitam alone is there. The cause of this universe is real, the truth, Atma. And the universe also came out of their creation, also is Satya. Why it came from there? Karya, Karana, both are what Satya. And they say, suppose you say it is Mithya, half is Mithya, half is Satya, how will you accept? How Mithya can come to Satyam? All this argument he puts on. And Shankaracharya coolly answers them so beautiful. That is why the one who talks about Atma is also what? Wonder. Ascharyavat anya shrunoti. Wonder is even one who listens to that also is so surprised. I never heard anything like that earlier. I can't believe this thing existed, I never heard. He was so surprised. And the greatest wonder, listening about Atma is wonder, understanding Atma is wonder, and not understanding it also is also wonder. That is also wonder. If somebody understands is a wonder, not understanding also what? After listening so much, nothing happened to this fellow. It's also what? Wonder. All the wonders we'll see more next time. Swami Shuddhatma ji is here to make few announcements. I invite Shuddhatma ji. Please come. Exactly time to time I finish the class. 12:25.
Swamiji has to make a short and quick trip to India for 2 weeks. So Swamiji will not be here for the next class. If you are like, I can take class, no problem. But you are thinking yes to yes or no. So we have made wonderful arrangement. We have invited Swami Tadatmanandaji of Arsha Bodha Center to come here and take class next February 5th, I think, Sunday.
4th.
February 4th. So Swamiji will be here to take class and he will continue the verse that Swamiji left today, and I'm sure weather will cooperate with us. And the big event, that is Mahashivaratri, which will be celebrated on February 14th on Wednesday. The day begins in the morning with a puja as usual, and 7 a.m. we begin Om Namah Shivaya chanting, conclude at 7 p.m. After that we'll get ready for Abhishekam and Swamiji's talk. By that time Swamiji will be back. So next weekend class, Swami Tadatmananji and Mahashivaratri on February 14th. Looking forward to help all of you for these functions. Thank you.
President Day Camp. President Day Camp.
Yeah. President Day Camp will be there, I think February
16 to 18.
16th to 18th. So it's always challenging in terms of weather, but last time people did show up. That is wonder. Wonder is that coming as usual when the weather is good, it's not wonder. When people come, weather is not good, going against the current, there's again one more wonder. So those who have time, please do come and attend President Day Camp in February, soon after Shivaratri. Yeah, Swamiji will be here as usual on third weekend class. Thank you. जय प्रसंय साघिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् ईश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै